San Antonio, Duke Jonietz with the Beacon coming at you today with another Beacon report. Special guest and just an amazing organization that we want to feature today on this edition of the Beacon Report. We want to make sure that we honor Stakeholder Midstream for acting as the sponsor, really for an entire series on One Hope for Kids. What does One Hope for Kids do? I don't know. Well, they're working, the largest agency in the region, working on changing the statistics in the foster care crisis. Yeah. But before you hit the off button, right, or go back to something you were doing, stay tuned, because you're going to learn that there are so many other ways that you can be involved in pure religion, right, taking care of widows and orphans. And it doesn't just have to be fostering or acting as foster parents. So don't leave. You're going to want to hear what Michelle has to say today. Michelle Schmitz is the Director of Family Home Development for One Hope for Kids. And Michelle, welcome to the Beacon Report.
Thank you, Duke. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we're excited to have you today. It was clear in our conversations that this is not just a job for you, but a calling.
Amen.
Tell our audience maybe just a little bit about One Hope for Kids, so that they have some sort of foundation or background.
Yeah. So One Hope for Kids is an organization. We are a Christ-centered agency, foster care adoption agency. It's all about, we exist for the common day orphan, that they would come to know Christ. And so what does that look like? It's a partnership of individuals, of corporations, of government officials, all coming together for the sake of the least of these, right? The child that needs a home. And so I'm just thankful. One Hope is definitely all about Jesus, and we want that kiddo, once they come into a home, to come to know him.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so adoption agency, right? If I'm being led to foster, then I can contact your organization to get help.
Absolutely.
But it's beyond that, right? It's all these wraparound services, so that we're not just you end up fostering a child, and it can be a lonely place, but not with One Hope for Kids. So talk to us about just wraparound services.
Yeah, I'm thankful that we have just folks that are willing to be obedient. And so, as we've talked in our conversations, that fostering can be very daunting, and fostering isn't for everybody. Not everybody is called to foster, right? But again, it is, what is the Lord impressing upon your heart to do? And so we have folks that say, hey, I can't foster, but I would love to be an encouragement to a foster family. I can babysit them, give them a night out so that they can just have a reset button, right? To be encouraged that way. Or, hey, I want to drop off a meal to them. Or it could be like, I'm going to go pick up groceries for you. I think what I'm going to do is that, hey, I want to go mow your lawn for you, or whatever it is. We reach out. Katie Wilhelm is our director of family engagement. And so what she does, we have a vast list of folks that are volunteers that help out with babysitting and provide respite. And what that looks like is anything from, families will say, hey, we ask them, what do you need? How can we encourage you, right? And someone might say, I would just love to be able to to have a date night with my spouse, right? Or, man, I haven't had a chance to get our front lawn mowed, or I haven't gone to grocery shopping by myself. Or there's just a myriad of different things, right, that you forget how you can help and just really speak life into those families that need that extra support. So no, you might not foster, but man, you are just speaking words of life into people when you are willing to do things, as I mentioned. It's just a boost in the arm to our families. One of the, I think I was sharing with you, Duke, one of the statistics for One Hope is that the average time that a foster kiddo moves from home to home is about 5 times or more. They're displaced and moved from home to home. But One Hope family the average time for them to move is they stay in that home. And we do that with intentionality as we are looking for good, godly homes. We're praying that it would be a good fit for the kiddo and for that family so that that home can be that forever home for those kiddos. And we're so thankful that there is not minimal displacement of the kiddo. They stay in that one home
Well,
and
and think
not.
about the trauma
Absolutely.
that keeps that child from experiencing and the opportunity then to get way ahead
Right.
as a result. We also did a little bit of talking about foster closets. So maybe
Yeah.
you're a foster parent
Yeah.
right now and wondering, gosh, I don't have enough in the budget with all these prices going up to really even afford diapers.
Right.
Or maybe you're a family that's had a child or two, but you've got some things that you don't really need anymore. Tell us about the foster closet.
Yeah. So the New Braunfels Foster Closet is overseen by One Hope. It's an arm, branch, so to speak, of our ministry, and is there in New Braunfels. We're at 1265 Industrial Street, and what that is, it is a special place. It is an amazing place where we have one mural where we had all of our staff choose a Bible verse, just speaking words of life of about our kiddos and our homes so that when those families and those kiddos come in, it's like words of affirmation, right? You are loved, you are cared for. And that's what we wanted when those kiddos come in to shop. And when I say shop, it is like a little store. It really is. We have clothes from infants all the way to teens, everything that you can think of that you need for a child, from toys to puzzles to books, car seats, cribs, you name it, we have it. You can reach out to us by Facebook. Actually, Kelly is our coordinator. And if you want to donate something off, reach out to us, and we'd be glad to take those donations because we're always in need. And we not only just service the foster families, but just the community in general. And just so thankful that we have a great outreach in that way.
And I think maybe, perhaps, right? Help me here, that
Yeah.
a lot of the reasons that the children are displaced is
Mm,
because there are parents that are trying to do it on their own.
yeah.
And it is overwhelming
Yeah.
if you've
For
never
sure.
done this before, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so no wonder you guys have the success rate that you do with all the services that you provide for that family. And so God bless you for that, Michelle. Yeah, I'm excited just more than anything else because of the time of year.
Mm,
We have Thanksgiving coming up and Christmas coming up. And San Antonio, this is your opportunity, right,
mm,
to reach out this Christmas to take care of an
yeah.
orphan and a family. And you can do that by donating over at the foster closet. Send a gift, send a financial gift, a contribution
Yeah.
that can be used to help provide even more of these wraparound services to more
Yeah.
families. And man, don't limit it. Let it be sacrificial, but also let it be joyful. So
Amen.
when you
Yeah.
write that check, you're making a difference in the
Yeah.
life of not just a child, but a family.
That's
Uh,
right.
Michelle, is there any one thing that you might want our audience to know that they, man, don't leave this Beacon report without knowing this?
Hmm. Yeah, as we were talking, I just, again, fostering can be very daunting, and we know not everyone's called to foster. But I do want to just encourage God's people that the Lord calls us to be obedient, right? And whatever He calls us to do, we can be encouraged that He will equip us. And so, no, it may not be fostering, but maybe as we've been talking about, maybe it's just coming around a foster family that needs that support and that encouragement. And you have no idea that maybe that word of encouragement that you send to a foster family is going to spur them on to continue on in this foster journey. Whatever it is that the Lord is placing upon your heart to do, be obedient to that. And that's what He calls us to do, and not discount that, oh, I could never do that. Again, be confident in knowing that God is able to do exceedingly and abundantly above what we could even ask or think.
Favorite scriptures. I love it. Maybe a quick testimony too on a family that was helped and
Yeah.
one that at least you remember or sticks out.
Yeah. Yeah. So we had a family, a young family. They had been trying to have children, and for whatever reason, it was just the Lord, saw fit not to give them children at that time, right? And so they started the process with us. And so they thought that they were going to get one child. Well, one child happened to come as a sibling group of three brothers, like 2, 3, and 4, adorable
Mhm.
boys. And so I remember early on, it was a little daunting for them, and it was overwhelming. But I know that the foster closet, we came alongside them, helped them get what they needed throughout the journey of fostering. And there was some times where it was hard, but again, they so appreciated the resource that we were able to give to them through the foster closet in that process, in that long journey, right, of moving towards adoption. It came that the rights were terminated for the bio families, unfortunately. Um, and so in that process, the family found out that they were going to have a bio daughter, a child, and they found it was a daughter. And so they were really happy about it. And the brothers were so excited because they were going to have a little sister to love on. Happy story, happy ending. They were able to adopt those sweet, precious boys, and their family, now they have their families complete. And it's just so sweet to see them at different One Hope events, and just a sweet family, and just see how the Lord answered in that way for them.
Be faithful with a little and I'll give you more, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Amen.
Well, and every girl needs a big brother, right? To
That's
take
right.
after her and care for her. And so she's
Right?
got 3 of them, right?
That's right.
To
That's
make sure
right.
that nobody messes with her when she's at
Yeah.
school. So
Right. Yeah.
that's amazing. Give us a website address, Michelle, so
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
can learn more.
Yeah. So it's www, the number 1, and then hopeforkids.org.
So when you say the number 1, it's just one.
Right. That's okay.
www.
So the number
One
1,
Hope. Yep.
uh-huh.
One Hope for Kids. That's the number 1.
Yep.
OneHopeForKids.org. Uh,
Correct.
take your time, visit often, because there is so much to the amazing work that God's doing at One Hope for Kids, and we're excited for you to begin a journey of learning how you can help orphans. So, Michelle, thank you. God bless you for the work you're doing. It's awfully clear to me that this is a calling and not just a job for you. And so San Antonio, you've got it now. www.onehopeforkids.org. Go there and figure out how you can get involved. You can donate. There's instructions on how to donate to the organization as well. Make it hurt, man. Let's make a difference. I mean, a strong difference as we close out 2024 and the lives of I'm going to call them our children, right? Even though they're not, but they are. Jesus loved the little children. So make sure that you make a difference. Michelle, thanks for being on the Beacon Report. San Antonio, we're going to see you again soon on another Beacon Report. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in today.
Thank you.
Love you.